In the garden, a meditation. Father, if you are willing, take this cup of agony away from me. But no matter what, your will must be mine. Luke 22:42. What will you do in the garden of suffering? Will you resist it, or will you kneel down to pray? Jesus left the upper room with his disciples, and was his habit, went to the Mount of Olives. Times of suffering often precede times of joy and connection. I'm learning it really matters who you bring with you. Bring those who will rejoice with you in good times, and friends who will follow you into the garden of pain. Though Jesus knew what laid ahead for him, he continued in his habits. Like Luke 22:39 says, and as was his habit, he went to the Mount of Olives, his place of secret prayer. I'm learning it really matters what you do in the day-to-day. The habits we have now are building up resilience in us. We may not see it day after day, but the day we walk into the garden of suffering, we will. Over the last year, God has been building up my morning routine. Each morning I go for a walk and pray and praise God. Each morning I sit in silence and look out at the water. This is my secret place. This is where God is building resilience in me. I can feel it on the hard days. As you enter into the garden of suffering, it matters who you take with you. Over the last year, God has brought a few faithful friends into my life. I call them my circle of belonging. They have walked with me through my aha moments and through times of suffering. Though they pray and encourage me, they can't always be there with me. There are some dark nights we must withdraw to pray alone. There are some seasons that no one can really understand or feel like we do. Luke 22:41 says, then he withdrew from them a short distance to be alone. Looking back on my life, I remember a very dark season of suffering. I remember looking to my friends to help me feel better, but no one could. I remember people saying, I will pray for you. I remember thinking at the time, that's all you have for me? I felt so lost and alone in years of suffering. Later on, I realized that the best thing my friends could do for me was pray for me. It really matters what you do in your great moments of agony. Luke 22:42 says, Father, if you're willing, take this cup of agony from me, but no matter what, your will must be mine. Over this last year, I have learned to feel all of my emotions and to give everything and everyone to God. I've learned to lament. To lament is to bring your heart to God in your garden of suffering. It is to look up to him. It is to accept where God has you in this moment. Luke 22:43 says, Jesus called for an angel of glory to strengthen him, and the angel appeared. Over this last year, God has given me a phrase to strengthen me. Look up. Recently, one morning during a recent rough patch, I sat in my spot by the water, sitting in silence. The sky suddenly came alive with the voice of honking. A flight of geese above me reminded me to look up. In the garden of suffering, we must look up. Open your and be alert in the garden. Pray for strength to endure the great temptation to give up.